My name is Patrick Sutton. I'm running for Superintendent of Education in Marion County. As a teacher, coach, and administrator, I know the challenges our students and employees face. With 30 years of experience, I'm prepared to lead and make the tough decisions. I'll be a superintendent who will listen, support, and be visible in all of our communities. So on March 5th, elect an experienced leader you can trust. Vote for Patrick Sutton, Superintendent of Education. Paid political advertisement by Patrick Sutton, P.O. Box 532, Hamilton, Alabama.
State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century. And today, we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family-owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are Carrier Factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.
Going through times and just be with them, and things we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the February 20, 2024 Winfield City Council meeting. Todd's on the weather a little bit. I asked mine actually needed to come away, but he did test positive, and I've been checked, but he's sounds like he's got every bit of it, but he's tested negative. So remember him, and Larry's out tonight because of loss of his sister. If you would remember that family. First item on the agenda is approve the minutes February 6, 2023. I need to ask for a motion to approve the minutes. Keith made a motion, Tim second, all in favor. Next item on the agenda is senior center volunteers and trips. Is that Susan, you hear about that?
What I've come to ask is for permission to take the seniors out of state for trips. And when I'm talking out of state, I mean being overnight. If they want to go to the Ark, which is in somewhere in Kentucky, I cannot remember the name, but it's close to Louisville, northern Kentucky. They want to go to the mountains. And they've even asked me to take them on a cruise. All about a cruise. But I need you to tell me it's okay taking them on a cruise.
Now, how old do you have to be going with all this? You're going to be driving, ain't you?
But how old you have to be?
Yeah. I might want to go.
You're younger than I am, so there you go. Sorry.
Okay. First thing that comes to my mind is how are you going to pay for it?
They would pay for this individually. They would be responsible, but I would say it's X amount of money. You can make this many payments and get it paid for, just to let them pay for it.
As far as going out of state, before out of state, when we leave the U.S., I think Todd needs to elaborate a little bit on
Okay,
that.
and that's what I figured he would.
I need to make sure there's no liability on that.
Right. Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted y'all to give me permission so that I've got my back covered through all of it. The volunteer thing I wanted to talk to you about is if we did some of these trips and Darryl went with us. He has got his CDLs, he drove the bus with Adventure Bus Chartering Tours a long time. I mean, a lot of years. And he's still driving a truck now. Would it be okay for us to get him put on the city's insurance and him volunteer just to back me up if I say, hey, I need a few minutes? Will you drive?
No. We had a discussion about a driver, another driver not too far back, didn't we?
It was him, because he helped me get out from St. Louis.
Okay. But we hadn't talked about one back or being a substitute. We hadn't discussed having a substitute.
No, not on the big bus. Which Kent can drive it right now. But me and Kent are it, but like on those long trips, I don't know if Kent would want to take off work and go. And that would mean, having to go and then having to deal with the kids and all that.
So, I can tell you what, in the past, if we've had other people drive, we don't necessarily add people to our insurance. If the department head or whoever's in charge of those vehicles gives permission for them to drive, then they're covered.
But we're in the insurance policy.
Sir.
Now, if he's going to do it on a continuing basis, I'm sure we might want to get like a MVR.
He'll fill out whatever he needs to. Well, I'll fill it out and he'll sign it.
I had this come up before, and that is what they had told me.
Do it again, have Puddin, Rock and Puddin.
Not anybody volunteering, just permission to drive.
we'll look into that.
Okay. So I need to plan to come back in 2 weeks from Todd, but you're about the trails, let's go from there on that.
We drive, I say that would win one policy.
Yeah, we need to, I'd like to, we'll bring Todd up to speed if he's not watching, maybe watching, but we'll bring him up to speed as to what you want to do, what you're asking for, council. We'll get his opinion and.
Okay.
We'll bring it back to you.
Okay, that'll work. And I'm the second thing, so
Huh?
I'm on number 2 on the agenda too, so.
No worries.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Next item on the agenda is, we got Susan over here, senior center bus driver.
Okay, Kent has been my substitute bus driver delivering meals. And I want for him to remain as a quote-unquote employee so he could stay on insurance because he is able to drive the big bus if something happened and we needed him to for short trips. But I'm needing somebody to take his position as the sub because he has taken a position with a hospice part-time in Jasper and is not going to be able to help me. So I'm needing to post a position looking for a substitute bus driver to relieve Renee delivering meals if we ever need it.
I'm saying no problem with that.
And I mean, Renee hardly ever takes off. You know, she's like me, she's all about going somewhere when she gets an opportunity, but it's not like she misses 2 or 3 days a week.
Right. I mean, council okay with posting that position?
Okay. All right, thank you.
Bring chocolate candy next time you get that.
What'd you say?
Bring chocolate candy next time you play.
Well, my candy bucket is about empty because the Lions Club and the park men won't stay out of it. Not
Lions Club ain't been in there over 6 weeks.
Chris Davis will get in at every chance he gets.
Put a camera on, we'll watch.
Next item on the agenda is the library hire, and we got Regina here about that position.
Yes, unfortunately, after the last council meeting and the approval of Sarah Boyd, a couple of days later, or actually the next day, she had some unforeseen circumstances to arise, and she informed me that she would not be able to accept the position. So the board and I discussed, and we actually had 2 applicants who were well, who were well qualified for the position. And so we come to you now with our second choice to hire Harley Murph. She is graduated from college with a psychology degree, and she's going to be going to online school for her master's in library science. So she is a perfect fit for the position, and I double checked with her again. That she was able, and she actually has already went through with her physical because we just kept her, Angie and I decided to let her keep the appointment we had already scheduled for the one that was approved and from last council meeting. So Sarah Boyd is not going to be able to accept the position, and we would like to hire Harley Murph, who is in the brilliant Winfield area.
Based on their problems they've had arise and their recommendations, my recommendations to council, and ask for a motion to approve the hire of her position. Gina made a motion, Keith second, all in favor.
Thank you. Angie, I'm going to give you her application resume.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is a new account for the police department for the charity fund. All this is I have to ask for the council to approve it. This money that they're raised, our auditor has said that needs to be in a city-controlled account, and I just need we have to show when we open the approval from the council to open that account to put that funds that they raise for that charity toy ride and toy deal that they do every year. So I need from the recommendation of the auditor, we need to let the city open an account to keep that money in. We ask for a motion. Gina made a motion. James second, all in favor. The next item on the agenda is open CD for the Winfield Police Department Sort Fund, and that's basically on the same discussion as the other charity money. Right now they've had a sort fund that's been pretty much handled by the police department auditor there again, which is to go through the city. They still have access, but it wants to be on the city's, the city being in charge and control of that sort fund. I need to ask a motion to open CD for that sort fund. If anybody's not familiar with what sort fund is, Gary, you want to explain to us where the money comes from for the sort fund?
Yes, sir. That money's from donations and stuff, and it is from confiscated money that we've seized, and it's used to buy equipment and stuff that we're needing that we don't want to burden the city with.
That's my one. You tell them what the funds. It comes from it comes from donations. It comes from drug seizures and
Yes, sir.
seizures.
Yes, sir.
So I need to ask a motion to be able to open an account to store that, keep that money on CD. Johnny made a motion, Keith second, all in favor. Thank you, Gary.
Yes, sir.
The next item on the agenda is old business. I need to start with Keith and see what old business you got. Oh, well, what about you, Gina?
What about that pole out there? Do you know when it's gonna be moved?
Question
Oh,
on pole.
remember,
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a check in the mail today on FedEx. We should get it Friday. They're coming next Tuesday to get the pole out of the parking lot and the other poles and arms that's stored down by the railroad. I don't know if they're gonna need help loading. There's still some clarification on that, but I told her we had several options. You know, I could give her contacts of businesses that could help load if that was a need.
All right.
Took them all to court. I had somebody bring me a price to put 120 by 60 concrete down, and I called Todd, and Todd talked to us. And he felt like under the public works that the project has to be engineered with specs. And the way I had planned on doing it would probably be in violation of the law because it wants to piece it out and it has to be done as a total project. So my savings of $12,000 on pickleball courts fixing to go out the window. I'd like to meet with Luke about the tennis court, about refinishing that tennis court, not re-pouring that tennis court, but doing what, just give him some ideas of what I think we can do on that to get it ready for American tennis courts to come in and do what they have been contracted to do. If you'll have Luke get with me, I can give him what I know about the cost on a lot of this stuff in football courts. Because I know the cost per court for the paint. And the sooner we can get it done, I mean, we're approaching, coming this November, it'll be 2 years. So we've been at it 18 months when we haven't got anywhere on. I was hoping that we'd have it ready by springtime. Concrete's fixing to go up again, come April 1st. So I don't see any way in the world for Luke to get engineers and bid and have a contract signed for the first of April.
Let me see the paperwork you showed me earlier. The problem, I always like to, when we look at, when it's been a lengthy time, it's just going on 2 years and 18 months. The problem we had initially with it is we, to start with, we only had one company to bid this project. Okay? And we actually, put funds toward that with that company. And then when they sent what the requirements was that their company does not do, there was a few key things in there that kept anybody from bidding on it. And I hope that you discussed that with Todd.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you something about what you're holding in your hand. What we spec'd out was no cracks. If you read on further into there, to what they were gonna do, they specifically said they would not guarantee cracks reappearing. So they know for a fact that cracks will appear in concrete.
If you overlay it, it's going to crack. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's why we're where we're at for 18 months.
I understand. Yeah.
But did you make Todd aware that we put this out for bid and we didn't get no bids? Okay, I think when you don't get no bids, you put it out for bids. I think we got a little bit of leeway where we can contract somebody to do it. But we've done our part for putting it out for bid.
I've been down there and looked at it, and I've done some research on it. And that court, yes, it has cracks, and yes, it has unlevel places, but throughout the United States, there is a way to grind that surface, which is a latex paint that's on there now, off that makes it look so bad, fill in the cracks, put the primer that's in that spec right there down, and then paint it. And not spend $110,000 for a new concrete slab.
Yep, I kind of sort of agree with that. But actually, we're talking about two projects.
Right, that's where we don't talk.
Okay, I think what we need to do is focus on two different projects instead of one project.
That's right.
And I'm okay with you getting with Luke on that, but I think that's part of the problem. We might need to. They're not going to guarantee it anyway.
They're not. It's in right there.
I don't know that we need to be so strict on this because nobody's going to build with no cracks.
No.
Especially when they tell you the mix that they're wanting with it with no cracks.
Yeah.
Now, I think there might be a way to get no cracks with a different type mix, but the way they're specking it out, you can't do that.
There's another process that if you do it and just about guarantee no cracks, but nobody's going to bid it.
It's going to be right.
You put stress bars from one side or the other where you tighten them in, and that's not going to happen. There's probably not a building in 100 miles here down there.
So I'm okay with, I'm like James, we'll get with the engineer and see if we can't get this, because we signed this 11/15/22. That's when we started this. So I'm okay, and if the council's okay, we need to reach out to the engineer and let him get with James, because he's kind of heading this project with us, so see if we can't get this taken care of and get it underway before it gets too late in the year.
The hotter it gets, harder it's going to be.
They're pretty nice today.
It's not.
Well, what else you got, James?
That ought to have been enough for the money. That should be enough for the money.
As a council, we need to continue to look over, and we'll get with Mike for the different funds or whatever, and I'll get Mike to get me to get together for what we might be able to spend this coming year as far as asphalt. I'll get with you on that, but I think we all agree with Tahoe Road, the west side of Tahoe Road needs to be done.
We've been talking about that for 2 years.
Yeah, that is neat, we need to bring it, but any other real bad areas. And then we're talking about the ones over here across from Crossroads where you go Red Oak or whatever that is, and then there's two roads to the right of that. I want this is kind of, this coming in Monday. It's a request by a local business owner. Want to see about the possibility of getting a pedestrian walkway painted on Tanner Lane right here behind the pizza bar, down behind the theater, and the pizza bar in between it and strip of carpets down through there. It's safety concerns for the employees and the customers because they park across the road, and people, kind of trying to beat this light and go to that light, and they fly down through there to get over and try to get out of traffic. Which we have that problem. We've had that problem in several different places. Close the street over here because they have bypassed an intersection of 14-253. But we've done a crosswalk down here on 171, which that's a little bit different. But the traffic is primarily the traffic that's going south coming across the railroad tracks that don't yield for pedestrians. That crosswalk has not made no difference. That was a waste of the time and money to put that out there without some kind of something saying stop for pedestrians or something. I talked with the state about that, about when flashing signs or whatever. Wes said it could be done. It would be an expense of $2,500 to $5,000 for a flashing sign. But I don't travel a whole lot, but pedestrians has a right of way in most areas. I mean, I don't know how the law is around here on the state highways where, because all of ours are state highways right here in the front. But people don't yield for pedestrians in this town. I mean, they just don't have.
They don't need one.
Huh?
They don't need one.
Well, I do. If I'm out, I mean, if it's a pedestrian waiting to cross, I yield. I'm not bragging on me, but I yield because I think I should be yielded for if I'm trying to cross the highway.
I mean, it's not localized to Winfield, Alabama. It's based on you.
What gets me is jump the railroad track. Going, and people trying to cross. We did at one time, several years back. We had an officer, we still do, on major events, we have officers in cars setting to kind of controlling the speed of traffic or whatever, but we can't do that, especially like when this church has an event, or this church has an event, or they have an event here and somebody, the pizza bar or whatever, people trying to bypass it, the police is blocking this intersection and they won't turn down, go to the alley, get to that light because this light's being held up or whatever. I mean, it's just, everybody's always in a hurry to go nowhere. I mean, but I don't know the right answer for that. I mean, I can see his concern.
Where exactly were you talking about? Behind Pizza Bar. For his employees to walk across the parking lot.
And customers to walk.
Customers park back there too.
He bought that lot and paved that parking lot to have more parking because everybody knows what kind of parking issues we have in town. They fixed that parking lot. They're going to park probably 20 cars, 20 some odd cars, 20, 25.
No, you can get 25.
Probably get 10 on each side. So.
My concern is that I don't want people to feel safe in the crosswalk and get run over because that can happen.
Usually when people turn and go down there, like you said, they're speeding to go down through there, or they're coming off the hill and they come from that way fast.
Well, at one time we made it one way, coming back this way. I mean, I'm not so much in agreement with that, but.
Put a speed bump right there.
I mean, that's the only way to slow it down. That's why I brought it before the council. It came to us on Monday, as a request.
Much as I hate speed traps, put two of them.
Put speed table.
Yeah, I just think what's on the asphalt fell down. If you want to check on what one of those tables would cost or whatever it might.
Speed bump, they'll fly over it anyway.
I mean,
speed table.
The speed table down there just listed in the asphalt.
Well, I think it's
some of them back roads is the
rubber.
rubber, hard rubber. And you will know if you hit one of
That's
them.
right, something, you won't fly over them.
Same way it is going down Old Town Jasper, you go in back to it.
Like roads in Tuscaloosa, I've been over them.
They're about 12 feet long.
John,
They're wide, they're
Todd, I'm
wide,
gonna go
right?
check and see what we find, something, I'll do, try to find some, what we might can do that for. But it's been brought, when it comes to our attention as a local business and they ask for, I think we need to look in, you know, turn that up.
The 6-inch wide, less than $100.
I think, everybody knows, I don't know if everybody knows or not, but if you see any of the basketball team and coach, need to congratulate them on the year that they had, getting first round playoffs. I was unable, I'm a basketball fan, I was unable to attend, so much going on there, need to congratulate them on their good season, outstanding season. Well, if nobody else has got anything else.
And our tree giveaway is tomorrow.
Ma'am?
The tree giveaway is
Yeah.
tomorrow. What time are they gonna be?
Do we need to?
9 to 11.
9 to 11, Arbor Day, the tree we give out every year. You got a list of what trees maybe?
It was in the paper.
Everybody read that.
On the tax relief for storm preparedness is coming up. Have we passed the resolutions to do that?
We don't
We've
pass
already
it.
done
We
it.
passed that a couple months back.
I know we do one for school taxes.
This weekend.
We did it for the flashlights and generators and that stuff.
It's not been that long. Been about 8 to 10 weeks ago, didn't it?
I had it written
I
down.
think it is the 28th.
I think so.
Okay. Send it to me. If anybody is interested in what they do to give away from 9 to 11. We're going to have crabapple, red bud, white dogwood, American hornbeam, red maple, persimmon, bald cypress, tulip poplar, and scarlet gold. So if anybody,
I think I'll come get me a red pop.
February the 21st, 9 to 11, which is tomorrow. Not this tomorrow, isn't it? Yes.
I would recommend getting here earlier in case they have limited numbers of trees to get what you want.
I need to ask for a motion to pay the bill. Gina made it, Tim second. All in favor? Next item on the agenda is, let's see. Let me look at the calendar right quick before I asked. Get off of here. Be in Washington. No, that's in May. Let's start out from the 10th. Make sure I got that. Okay. All right, need to ask for motion to adjourn. Gina made a motion. James.
My name is Patrick Sutton. I'm running for Superintendent of Education in Marion County. As a teacher, coach, and administrator, I know the challenges our students and employees face. With 30 years of experience, I'm prepared to lead and make the tough decisions. I'll be a superintendent who will listen, support, and be visible in all of our communities. So on March 5th, elect an experienced leader you can trust. Vote for Patrick Sutton, Superintendent of Education. Paid political advertisement by Patrick Sutton, P.O. Box 532, Hamilton, Alabama.
State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century, and today we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family-owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are carrier factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sullivan. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.